Welcome back, friends. Today, we're not just flipping patties, we're rewriting burger history. Watch closely, because what you're about to see might ruin every other burger for you. This burger is about bold flavors, unexpected textures, and a size that demands your full attention. Every layer has been carefully crafted to surprise and delight. There's a place I found where tradition meets the wild, a collection of tools made not just for cooking, but for creating moments. At Home and Wild, we believe in the power of authenticity. Our products are more than just tools, they're stories waiting to be told. Scan QR code to find more. Did you know that ground meat became popular because it helped cooks use every part of the animal? It's a smart way to reduce waste and create delicious dishes. And of course, never forget the spices and salt. They bring everything to life. Like what you see? Subscribe and join us on the next flavor journey. Every bite tells a story worth sharing. Now it's time to prepare the dough for the bun, the foundation of any great burger. Making bread by hand is a timeless craft, passed down through generations. There's something magical about feeling the dough come alive beneath your fingers. What's your favorite burger topping? Let me know in the comments. Follow me on Instagram for more behind the scenes and tasty ideas. Don't miss out. Our dough is almost ready. Soft, smooth, and full of promise. Did you know that the air bubbles in bread dough are what make it light and fluffy? It's a tiny science that makes all the difference. Oh, and here come our little friends to join the fun. Time for a little break and to feed our goats some grapes and apricots. Apparently, even goats have a sweet tooth. Just don't ask it to help cook the burger. That crunch is pure satisfaction. Honestly, this deserves to be eaten all at once. Oh, here comes the aroma of fresh coffee, just perfect to wake the senses.
Mamiki.
I have a feeling this little goat will never say no to more food. Looks like everyone's gathered here for coffee. Guess the secret to a good burger is good company and caffeine. Let's get back to the dough and start smoothing it out. It reminds me of the times I baked bread with my family. Those quiet moments where the simple act of kneading brought everyone together. If you enjoy this journey with us, don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more recipes and stories. Your support means a lot. And off the dough goes into the oven. Let the magic begin. Who's already full over here? It's time to take the bun out of the oven. Look at that golden crust. Wow, the secret behind that perfect crust? Steam in the oven helps create a glossy, crunchy surface that keeps the inside soft and fluffy. Now we're flattening out this giant patty. getting it just right. What's your secret to the perfect burger? Share your tips in the comments. It's time to grate the cheese, the first step before that perfect melt. Because, let's be honest, cheese is the excuse burgers have for being even more irresistible. Follow me on Instagram for more delicious moments and behind-the-scenes fun. Now we slice the tomatoes, because no burger is complete without that juicy, tangy punch. Plus, slicing tomatoes is the only time it's socially acceptable to make a mess in the kitchen. So, how's our patty looking here? Now we sprinkle some cheese on top, and just like that, it's turning into a real treat. Oh, look at our bun. It's absolutely massive and ready to hold all the goodness inside. Now it's time to spread ketchup and mustard, the classic duo that turns any burger into a flavor party. Fun fact, ketchup was once sold as medicine. So really, you're just being healthy. Look at how vibrant it looks. Pure joy on a plate. Time to dress it up with fresh lettuce, layer on the cheesy patty and juicy tomatoes, and voila, a masterpiece is born. The final touch, adding crisp pickles and closing it all with the top bun. Almost too good to eat. Almost. So, what do you think? Doesn't it look amazing? Let me know. The moment to taste has arrived. Hooray!
Super.
If you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe for more delicious recipes and stories.
Hey friends, welcome back. I'm so excited to be here with you today, and it feels like I'm cooking for my closest companions. I know you're all just as passionate about food as I am, so today we're diving into something truly special: homemade burgers. You know, not just any kind, but the kind of burgers that bring that perfect balance of flavors and textures. I promise you, this is going to be a game changer. It's no secret that the fast food culture is taking over the world. From Korean fried chicken to Mexican tacos and Thai street food, the globalization of fast food has been explosive. Every culture seems to be putting its own spin on this phenomenon, offering quick and easy meals with unique flavors. It's amazing how food is uniting people across borders, turning once local traditions into global sensations. But with all this convenience, it's important to remember where the real flavors come from, the effort and love we put into cooking from scratch. Now let's talk about the foundation of any great burger, the bun. You know, that soft, pillowy texture that cradles all the goodness inside? It all starts with the dough: flour, yeast, butter, and just the right amount of sugar. Some even use alternative ingredients like potato or brioche to give it an extra richness. These buns aren't just any buns, they're the perfect base for our juicy patties. Speaking of perfect additions to your cooking journey, have you checked out the Wilderness Cooking merch? I've got amazing hoodies and t-shirts with the signature Wilderness Cooking label on them. Wear it proudly in your kitchen, and you'll feel like part of the team. Seriously, these aren't just clothes, they're a statement. Every time you throw on a Wilderness Cooking hoodie or t-shirt, you're embracing the spirit of great food and shared experiences. And hey, if you've been loving the recipes and tips, this is a great way to show your support. Just scan the QR code and you'll be transported right to the shop. Grab yours today and join the Wilderness Cooking family. All right, back to the burgers. We've got the meat all minced up, and now it's time to shape those perfect patties. But do you know where the word patty comes from? It actually dates back to the French word pâté, which referred to a pie or paste made from ground meat. And trust me, the texture of the meat is everything. Whether it's too packed or too loose, it'll affect how the patty cooks and tastes. The goal is to find that sweet spot, firm enough to hold together, but tender enough to melt in your mouth. Let's get those patties just right. You know, there's something about the smell of freshly cut grass. It takes me back to those golden summer afternoons when the world seemed a little slower. I remember, as a kid, running barefoot through the fields, the blades tickling my feet as the sun dipped lower, casting long shadows. The sound of a scythe cutting through the thick green grass. It's like a rhythm that speaks to the heart. In a way, it's nature's own soundtrack, don't you think? You could almost picture a time when this was the daily routine, and yet here we are, still grounded in that simple, timeless connection to the earth. As the grass piles up around me, I can't help but feel the same warmth, the same peace that people have felt for centuries. Funny how some things, like the scent of the earth, stay with you, no matter how much time passes. And now it's time to deliver the goods to the goats. The barn is just a few paces away. As I carry the grass, I think about how much they love this, and for a moment I wonder if they know how much of a luxury it is. You know, back in the day, animals were treated like royalty on farms, no different than the prized livestock of a king's court. These goats might not wear crowns, but they sure act like they own the place. The patty comes out, sizzling like a summer fireworks show. You can almost hear it crackling as it sits in its own juicy sauce. Glorious. That sound, it's like music to my ears. The crispy edges, the tenderness underneath. You know, it's moments like these that remind me of the old saying, good things come to those who wait. But honestly, who could resist digging in right away? The smell, the sound, the sizzling perfection. It's like a mini celebration in a pan. Next up, the cheddar. I start cutting through it like a warm knife through butter, smooth and satisfying. Each slice is thick, almost daring me to add more to get that perfect melt. I can already imagine it, the gooey texture melting over the patty. Honestly, cheddar is like the reliable friend who always shows up to the party and never disappoints. A sharp bite, a creamy finish, it's everything a burger needs. Now comes the magic. Melting that cheddar until it's a molten sea of glory. I pour it into the tray, letting it settle like a thick blanket of comfort. It'll firm up in no time, creating that big, glorious slice that will soon sit proudly on our patty. This isn't just cheese. This is the crown jewel of any burger. I'm telling you, when this stuff firms up, it'll be the kind of cheddar that dreams are made of. So go ahead, take your time, because when it's ready, it'll be worth every second. Now it's butter time. Melt it down like you're creating liquid gold for a sauce that's going to knock your socks off. It's the perfect start to something amazing. That sizzle in the pan, the buttery fragrance wafting through the kitchen. Yeah, this is the kind of smell that makes you want to put down your phone and just enjoy the process. No distractions, just pure, delicious focus. And speaking of focus, check out my knife shop. You can grab top-of-the-line kitchen tools and gadgets. Just scan the QR code and take a look. Trust me, your kitchen will thank you. There's nothing like the right tools to make cooking feel like an art. The garlic joins the butter, creating a fragrance that feels like it could summon a feast from ancient times. The heat's just right, and then in goes the Dutch cheese. The whole thing turns into a velvety sauce that's just begging to be poured over something hot. It's like a silky blanket for whatever it touches. Rich, smooth, and totally irresistible. I can almost hear the garlic whispering, "You're about to taste something legendary." All right, time to work with the dough. I roll it out, place it in the tray, and then, oh, the egg wash. Brushed over the top, it gives that golden sheen that makes it look like the dough's been dipped in sunshine. I sprinkle some sesame seeds, and there it is, baked perfection in the making. This is the kind of thing that makes you feel like a baker straight out of a fairy tale. And the smell? Unbeatable. And hey, don't forget to follow us on Instagram. You're not going to want to miss all the behind-the-scenes fun and recipes we share. Plus, we're always up to something creative in the kitchen. So go ahead, hit that follow button. Time for a quick tea break. Because who doesn't love a good cup of tea? I've got some fresh herbs here, along with fruit jam for a little extra sweetness. It's the perfect pairing after all that hard work in the kitchen. There's something about sipping tea and enjoying the moment. Maybe it's the way it brings everything into focus, like a little pause before the next step in the culinary adventure. The bun is finally ready. Golden, soft, and inviting. Just waiting for that big slice of cheddar and all the other delicious toppings. It's got the perfect texture, like a pillow of joy. And now it's time to bring it all together. And now the magic happens. That big slice of cheddar goes on top of the patty, and we send it back into the oven for the grand finale. The cheese will melt over the patty like a warm blanket, turning everything into a glorious, gooey masterpiece. There's something so satisfying about this moment, like watching a symphony of flavors come together. Next, let's start prepping the bun. I slice it in half, ready to be transformed into something extraordinary. You know, cutting a bun is like opening the door to endless possibilities, especially when you've got something as delicious as this on the way. I brush that cheesy sauce over the bottom half of the bun, just a light coating, but it's enough to make everything feel rich. Then, that big slice of cheddar goes on top, followed by fresh lettuce and tomatoes. I place the other half of the bun on top, and it's like the perfect sandwich hug. Everything snug and cozy. It's a burger that looks like it could change your life. And just like that, the burger is ready. The cheese on top is gooey, the patty is perfectly cooked, and everything's coming together just right. I take a moment to admire it, because let's be real, we've earned it. Time for the all-important taste test. I take a bite, and there it is. Pure bliss. The crispy bun, the gooey cheese, the savory patty, everything is exactly as it should be. If this were a movie, this bite would be the dramatic turning point.
Super.
Now, it's time to share the joy. I set the table for the kids, each one eagerly awaiting their turn for a bite of this homemade masterpiece. Watching their faces light up, that's the real reward here, and that, my friends, is what cooking is all about. And just like that, we've wrapped up another delicious adventure in the kitchen. Who knew that a simple burger could bring so much joy? Until next time.
Kanalımıza dəstək olmaq istəyirsinizsə, onlayn mağazamızdan xüsusi bıçaq və ya taxta qablarımızı əldə edə bilərsiniz. Mağazanın linki videonun altındakı təsvirdə var. Super.